it means to our lives, our jobs, the way we work, the way we interact. In fact, let's start by first talking about automation itself. What does it really mean? It's not a new word. Automation has been amongst us right from the day when we were in Stone Ages, when we picked up sticks to do our work instead of our hands. Automation was there when we changed from rock tools to metal tools. And certainly automation in its true sense came into being in the 18th and, well, late 18th and 19th century with the Industrial Revolution, where we started harnessing mechanical power instead of biological power, such as horses and bullocks, and frankly, human power. That was a transformative event in the history of mankind. From using biological power, all of a sudden there was this disruptive technology of water power and finally steam power. With Watt's engine, we could harness energy and work that we could never do before. And that started changing the world. In fact, there is a story about that. It really affected the textile industry. Textile industry in England was a flourishing industry powered by human beings. And there were hand looms that would that were worked by humans. And then came someone, then came the invention of mechanical looms. In fact, a story goes that one of the persons who invented one of these machine looms went to the Queen and wanted to show his invention. And the Queen looked at it and appreciated it and said, yep, it is a great invention, but unfortunately she's not going to endorse it because she fears hundreds of thousands of job losses in it. The fear is being repeated again. Automation brought in these looms and Watt's engine, which changed the way we worked, the way we produced textile, the way we produced other mechanical and other devices. However, it's now widely recognized that the Industrial Revolution marked a major turning point in history. Almost every aspect of daily life was influenced in some way. In particular, average income and population began to exhibit unprecedented sustained growth. Some economists say that the major impact of the Industrial Revolution was that the standard of living for the general population began to increase consistently for the first time in the history. So far from the fear of Queen, we started improving the standard of living of human beings. And that came through a disruptive technology that transformed the world. Well, as we know, history repeats itself. That Industrial Revolution was all about mechanical power and mechanical work. Here we are, 200 years later. We are on the verge of seeing another transformation. This time, though, it's in the cognitive world. It's in the thinking work. And that's because machines that we have built have finally caught up in their cognitive power to become close, if not equal, to us human beings. And it's bringing about unprecedented transformation in the way we work, in the way we think, in the way we interact with this world. And the questions are coming again about existentialism of human beings and what's going to happen to our lives. So before we go in that to those philosophical discussions, let me bring up a few slides just to drive home the point of where technology is taking us. So let me see how I can. Let me see if I can share my screen here. There we go. And let's see, share the entire screen. And here we are. So let's look at what robots will do to us. Okay, let's get back. So really the question then is, okay, good to be back on the screen. So the question really in everyone's mind, and we are talking about automation. The other day, Stephen Hawking came up with a statement that human beings are slated to wipe themselves off Earth because of their inventions and other advancements, which is probably true, although he puts the date as 1,000 to 2,000 years from now, in which case lots can change. But really, if we think about it and look at this philosophically and try to read the tea leaves based on what's happened in the past, I believe history is going to repeat itself. Yes, automation is upon us. This is in the cognitive field. But just like the Industrial Revolution, we are going through a cognitive revolution. A lot of jobs that we think we do well will be done better by robots. However, there are other forms of work that either we do sparingly, because we don't have time for that. For example, thinking about and improving what we do, or we just don't know we can do. That's going to pop up and take the place of the work that we do today. I believe that Indian industry and IT industry, IT services industries, are very, very aware of this. In fact, we are leading at the edge of the automation revolution. We are transforming ourselves. It's exciting times. Really, the question in everyone's mind should be, do I ride the wave and be ahead of it? Or do I just let myself sink? Choice is ours. Thank you, everyone. It's been a nice half an hour talking to you all. Hopefully we'll meet again. And you found this talk interesting, thought-provoking. Certainly for me, it's extremely exciting. Thank you.